What's going on, everybody? Take two, and welcome to Simply Mechanism, version 10, season 2, and we are going to do some fissile fuel. So, accidentally, I just started streaming to Twitch, and that's why it was take two. I never switched my OBS back to do YouTube. So, here we are. So, I want to do some fissile fuel, which means we will be remedying our RF power generation and all that fun stuff. I could easily throw a whole bunch of these things in, a whole bunch of wind generators down and get, a lot of RF. Or I could throw a whole bunch of the gas burning generators down and get a whole bunch of RF. But that's not how I like to roll. So, let's reset the system here. So, we are going to get started today. On making ourselves the fissile fuel setup. So we're going to have to do a little spot over here. What's up, Mrs. Mayo? It notified you finally. That's awesome. So maybe like over here, we can do our fissile fuel in a different building. So I think that would be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and see what that's going to entail. So let's grab a little bit of cobblestone and let's kind of build this in the same method in which we have going on over here. And it doesn't really need to be a giant area. Let's increase the land, that by that. Yeah, we can just like redo that. It'll be awesome. So what you up to, Mrs. Mayo? You having a good day today? It's going to be a good day. Okay. We got a few there. We got a few there. Then these ones will go. Oh my god, it's going crazy. You recently discovered the one deathcore metal song you've ever liked. What song is that? What, pray tell, may be that song that you like that is deathcore. And then we gotta go up this way. Gonna be... Oops, why did I put it on slow? Perfect. There we go. We don't need a lot of windows in this fissile fuel processing facility. That can go like that. We'll do it like that. Right? No. Don't worry, we're going to have a villager that lives here too. So the villager that lives here is going to be working on our fissile fuel. Wait, that's got to be... And then let's break that and that and that. And then that goes like that. And we'll move this stuff over. Is it chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, kicking it with my homies? Is it that? Is that the death metal song that you like? Is that how it goes? Alright. Gomer Pyle is going to be in charge of the fuel. Right, okay. He's going to do a great job. He's going to... We might even just make it straight nitwit. I might not even go for a full-fledged villager with a job. we might just trap one of the jobless ones. He needs a job. Alright. Oh, that's going to be an even number, huh? Yes, it is indeed. Okay, so we need to go up a little bit. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it should be. Right. And it's going to go here. Oh! Wrong button. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. And does it have an overhang on the side? It does indeed. Alright, so then we'll go here. Immortal by Lorna Shore. It is both beautiful like a sunrise and unpleasantly brutal like a charred world of ember. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a big screaming, growling kind of music person. I like stuff like Phil Collins and I like stuff like "It's the most wonderful time of the year." Yeah, it is Christmas time and the music is on the radio. And then it goes like that. And then this goes like that. Is that it? That's it. They share a roof. And there we go. So I just need a bunch of those. Oh, that's a good one. And then, didn't Disturb do that? Oh, that is a good one. Land of Confusion. I love the video too, from back in the day, with old Ronald Reagan. Alright, that should be all the cobblestone that needs to go in. Alright, so let's make some oak stairs. We just need to get a few torches down. Whoops. The bees buzzing and busy bees. Oh yeah, I've heard that one too. That is a good one. Some good old Simon and Garfunkel. Alright, we are recreating a villager house, just supersized. Or biggie sized. Or king sized. It's the king sized combo meal. Alright, let's get some more oak. I need to get some oak. Okay. Yeah, so what you guys been up to today? Anything fun? Yeah, this is how I like to roll here, laying on the ground. Just work. What do you do for work, Symposis? Anything fun? Let's see how far we get with 30 of these. I hate making like a whole bunch of extra stairs on accident. It's like, what do you really... I don't usually build with stairs very often, you know? So then I always take and use them as fuel for cooking. The next time I make stairs, any extra stairs that I have left over, use them for cooking. Dabble in renovation, maintenance, and low voltage stuff like fire alarms. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. You're electrician for a oh, so you like, you work for the university? All right, cool. Yeah, my girlfriend's mother works for a university too, and she works in, which I never knew they had before, but like they're for like master's programs and stuff like that, the dorms that they have for their students there. And she's like maintenance for the dorms. And she's always telling me, she's like, you need to apply here because it's the University of Michigan. So she's like, you need to apply here and get a job. She's like, because the skilled trades, like the carpenters, they make ridiculous amount of money. And she's like, and they don't do anything. They sit on their butt all day. I'm like, that sounds perfect. I would love to do that. Because it's all like union and stuff, you know. So I'm like, that's cool. Because she's always like, because I do renovations like, you know, for apartment complexes and stuff. And like right now we've just landed a big job in Detroit, and it's like a 28-story building, and we're supposed to go through and renovate. Like, I think there's like 400 units or something like that. So it's going to be a couple years, you know, when we get this done. But, you know, for me, I've been doing that for a long time. So she's always like, how long would it take you to do a renovation in the kitchen where you have to just demo stuff and then install, like, I don't know, I forget, like 5 cabinets or something. I'm like, well, I used to do that and I could do 2 in a day, you know? And she's like, really? I'm like, I mean, yeah. She's like, these guys take them like 2 weeks to do. I'm like, so, okay. I'm like, I wouldn't work well in that. I would not have friends. They would be like, this guy. This guy comes in here, works all like he's gonna make money from it. Because also I used to have my own business, and guess what I did? Renovations. So I'm like, all right, work needs to be done. Gotta get it done. Gotta make that money. Yeah, I used to do maintenance too. Like, I worked as like for a contractor, and then I was like, you know what? It sounds kind of cool to work with these guys, and they wanted to hire me, and I said, all right. So I got hired in with them, and it was culture shock for real. Like I went in, I'm like, guys, it's 7:30. We start at 7, and you guys are still sitting in the office shooting the shit. I'm like, this is unacceptable. What are we doing here? I can't stand it. I'm like, I shoot the breeze while I work. It's just, that's what I do. All right, I got to put that bed back in here. What are you doing, creeper? Huh. Let's see. What now? Okay, so we got the little house built. We're going to put down some stuff. Do I need to... You know what, guys? I think before we do the Fissile fuel, we could probably get the Fissile fuel up and running. But I am going to need to get quite a bit more iron. So we're going to have to do a little mining right now and go get some more iron. And then we can get started on the Fissile fuel stuff. What's up, Raphael? You did work and then you went to your fun home use user account. Traffic was held up due to Windows Update. Haven't had such a terrible commute since March. Then went to my fun home use user account. What's home use user account? Oh, there's finally a slime down here. And he's a big one. You know what that means? Now we can get started with stinking refined storage. Alright, so we'll go this way for a little bit. See if we can get a bunch of iron. No, it's funny. I got a call today from my boss, and he was like, "Hey, do you remember ever like working in a unit where you had to replace the ceiling in it?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I don't remember one over there like that." And at this particular building, and I'm like, "No, we didn't." I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I don't even remember being on the 4th floor of that building ever, like to do these renovations." And he's like, "Huh." Because, you know, one of the people from the company that we do the work from called and was like, I paid you guys for some work, and you never did the work. I'm going through and looking through the apartments to see what we have available to rent, and this one's not done, and it's rented." So I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about, man. So come to find out, like, he puts everything up on a shared drive for me. So I go onto the shared drive and look at the change orders, and then, you know, go work from that. So he never put that particular unit on the shared drive. However, he went through and charged the company like we did the work. And I was like, "Was it up on the shared drive?" He's like, "It's not your fault. Nothing you did was wrong. It just never made it to the shared drive." However, like when I went through my audit of the units we were supposed to do, I billed them for it. I'm like, well, that sounds like a problem. So it looks like tomorrow I loaded up my truck with all my drywall tools, and I gotta do some drywall work tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I hate drywall so much, especially drywall on ceilings. That is the worst. What's up, Ronger? Here, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to start going this way. You work from home, so you have a work user account and a fun user account. Oh, I see. Makes sense. There we go. There's some iron finally. But right now we're working for a company which is really cool. You know how like if you go to like a nursing home or just like elderly people, they have like an oxygen tank, and then they'll have their mask on and they'll be breathing through, breathing more pure oxygen, So this company has built this thing, and what it does is instead of a tank, what they get is like a little like electrolyzer or something, So it takes the air, the oxygen that we breathe, and separates whatever else is in it and turns it into a more pure oxygen. So it's kind of cool. And you just wear it on your hip, So we're working for this company right now and like building their factory basically. It's cool to be in like the company I'm working for because it's it's a new but decently sized general contracting firm, and we do a lot of that stuff. So it's like nice to do like the build outs and then find out about the company that we're doing the work for, and it's like that is really cool. The O2 box, yeah. Had to repair a leaky tub drain in your house. First time fighting with drywall. Thank God for YouTube. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I've done quite a bit of drywall. I don't like it. I just don't. It's not fun. Because I'm like part perfectionist. So it takes me forever. I'm like, oh man, okay, we're on another coat here. Let me sand that down just a little bit. Time to put another thin coat on. Especially at my house. Oh my God. But I've gotten better. I've gotten better in my age. I'm like, all right, just float it out really wide so you don't see the humps, and good. Paint it and it'll be good. Paint hides it all. Caulk and paint's what a carpenter ate. All right, so we are going to need a bunch of the fluorite. Fluorite? All right. Let's get some tin. And how much iron have I gotten? 23. Not enough. Your ceiling was skim coated to hide dip from the joist sagging. Didn't skim coat it back. Probably should have, but damn that. Yeah, ceilings are the worst. Overhead work's always the worst, no matter what. You get the impression that drywall is for construction like sleeves are for sewing clothes. It's difficult, often requires a lot of fudging and maybe some redo, and guaranteed a lot of swearing. Pretty much. I think you hit that one right on the head. No, but the one thing I do love doing though, like I love like rough framing, like just building houses and stuff. Like if we have to frame walls and do stuff like that, I love it, because that's what I got my start in back in. I'm gonna date myself a little bit here, but back in 1999. I had a job as a rough carpenter. And that is where I learned how to do all the stuff, really. Because, like, from that, like, learning the trades from a standpoint as this is the beginning, you know, minus the fact that, you know, concrete work and foundation and stuff like that. But learning it from the construction, the beginning, and then being able to move on from that, it gives you I think, a deeper understanding of how things work and what you need to look out for. So, like, whenever anything has to be, like, framed up or anything, they're always like, yo, I need you to come to this job and do the framing. I'm like, heck yeah, man. I'll grab my tool belt and my hammer. Then I fling it around my finger like I'm John Wayne. Spin the hammer on my fingertip. You're a noob sewer? Seamstress. That's what you do. That's what it is. It's called seamstress. Iron. Good iron. It's a decent amount of it. I like it. Alright, where are we up to now? 56. The Icelandic sod house. A passive house? Like a zero footprint house? Yeah. I would... Have you watched those shows? The shows on, like Discovery Channel and stuff? They have those? It's like living off the grid. And these people are always trying to get the most energy efficient house. And it's so cool. Like, just some of the things that they do, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I want it. I want to plan my house around something like this, you know, that is so energy efficient that if I fart, it will heat the whole house up. So boom, boom, boom. A build show episode where they had a 5,000 square foot house heated for what? 1,800 watts, lots of insulation made that work. Nice. Yeah, I you know what I did? Like, I've never used it before, but when I bought the house that I'm in now, I bought a 100-year-old farmhouse, right? So it's old. It's balloon frame. It's old. I mean, it's old, and it's not insulated, not a bit. There's no insulation in the walls whatsoever. So when I got here, I was like, all right, cool. Everything's all old plaster. So I started ripping down plaster and moving walls, and like literally my downstairs bathroom was a door. You opened up the door and the bathroom was about as wide as the door. And at the end of this, I don't know, 3.5 foot by 6 foot room, there was a toilet. And that was the downstairs bathroom. I just said toilet. Notice I didn't say there was a sink, because there wasn't a sink. So I got into the house, started like ripping down plaster and moving some walls because I needed to reconfigure that bathroom and put a sink in there so after I went dookie, I could wash my hands. I on the outside walls I used the spray foam, you know, because I was like, well, you know what, I can buy this thing at Home Depot, and it's like a little canister that you get the spray foam. It's not like professional, but it works, you know. So I got that stuff, and I'll tell you what, that made a big difference. Like, I didn't, before I even got drywall up or anything like that, it was like it was holding the heat really well. I do have some sticks, sweet. But yeah, the spray foam, that's like, now I'm like, all right, as I go do work in all these rooms and I rip down any drywall, I'm just going to start spray foaming everything. And then I was like, you know what? I'm never going to make this house energy efficient at all. Just because it's so old. Yeah, that was a shock to me. There was like literally no insulation in the walls. None. What's up, Anik? You couldn't do a tiny home. That's a bit too tight for you and the wife. Yeah. No, I know what you mean, man. Like, I lived previously, like, now I've got the house. It's not big or anything. It's what, 1,300 square feet or something like that. But it's decent sized. I think it's a perfect size for a family of 4 like we are. But before, I lived in a typical suburb house that was, what was it, 930 square feet? You know, and it was 2 bedrooms when I bought it, and then I did some work and made it a 3-bedroom house. But just for like resale value. But yeah, it was plenty. Like, that was enough. And now I'm in this house, and I'm like, okay, there's all this crazy space. I don't even know what to do anymore. And this one has a basement, so I'm like, all right. And that's where I'm at right now, in the basement. Shunned for my liking of video games by the family. They're like, you go to the basement now. You can't play video games up here. Actually, I lived in a basement. Or I lived in a basement. Never lived in a basement. I lived in an apartment years ago when I lived in Maine, and it was this tiny little thing. There was living room, kitchen, bedroom. That was it. It was like just a 1-bedroom little place. And the closet in the bedroom was giant. So at the time I was married, and I had my computer set up because we could have all our clothes and everything. We could have all our clothes. And I was like, what am I going to do with my computer? So I was like, I'll just put the computer in the closet. But yeah, I would probably be fine. Like, if it was just me, and maybe the dog, I'd be fine in a studio. Like, I don't need space. I need somewhere to sleep, somewhere to play my games. And honestly, like, I don't really watch TV. Just watch TV on the computer, or Netflix on the computer, or on the iPad, or whatever, you know. Don't need anything big. Okay, I'm lost here. There we go. Is that? That's not right. No, we gotta go this way. Right? I'm lost. We gotta go back this way. Yeah, we've got TV, but for the most part, like, it's for my girlfriend. You know, she watches the news and all that stuff. And the kids, they watch the cartoons. But I mean, half the time the TV's on, but it's playing Netflix, you know. So we ended up getting YouTube TV, which is pretty good. I like it. get that iron ore going. We got a little bit of gold. I need more gold. Way more gold. And how do I make the bins? We're just going to set that down for now. Put this stuff in there because we've just got so much of it. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. Kicking it with my homies. That goes in there. Boom, boom. Let's just put all that stuff away. We got to get gold. Have we seen a mesa yet? Whoa, look at it loading. Do you see that? I've never seen that before. I don't see a mesa anywhere. Nor do I see, like... No, that's a desert. That's savanna. Unana. That's another savanna, it looks like, maybe? Is that savanna? See, it's hard now that we've got biomes of plenty, so... We've got a little worm here. Look at this little worm head. There's his tail. The map is Zero's mini-map and Zero's world map. I love it. It's so good. It's just, like, simple. It's basic. And it doesn't, like, eat up resources like Journey Map does. Shoot. We need a bunch of gold, guys. Or do I? All right. Okay. So we need to get. Let's see what we need. We may not need a lot of gold. We need to make fissile fuel, because as you know, fissile fuel is what you fuel your fission reactor with, right? So we can make that stuff with reprocessed fissile fragments, which leads me to believe you need to make fissile fuel before you can convert that back into fissile fuel. So let's go with the isotopic centrifuge. So if we use that, we're working from the back forward. We're reverse engineering the fissile fuel. We need to make uranium hexafluoride. So to make the uranium hexafluoride, let's go on the hydrofluoric acid path. So if we go back to make the hydrofluoric acid, we need to take that fluorite. How do we say this word? I don't even know. Make the fluorite and mix it with sulfuric acid to make the hydrofluoric acid. So to make the sulfuric acid, we need to take sulfur trioxide and mix it with water vapor to get the sulfuric acid. Water vapor, pretty easy. Decondensating water vapor, pumping into that, we get this, right? Sulfur trioxide, however, we have to mix sulfur dioxide with oxygen to get the sulfur dioxide. Oxygen, pretty easy, right? We just take water, electrolytic separate it, and it makes hydrogen and oxygen. So to make the sulfur dioxide, to make the sulfur trioxide, we need to take sulfur dust and turn it into that. So how do we do that? With the chemical oxidizer. Sulfur dust is made with the gunpowder, which we've been creating all along, and it's right there with our cobble generator, and it's finally starting to back up a little bit, but we've got a long way to go before this bin fills up with gravel, and then it starts making that stuff. Fluorite, and fluorite. Fluorite. So yeah, there's some steps, but luckily we've got the sulfur being created, the sulfur dust. Okay, so the sulfur dust needs to go in the chemical oxidizer, right? So let's do a little subterranean tunnel over to this place, and let's get some of this stuff over here. Fluorite. I've heard it from Canadians called fluorite, eh? Of those. You just go with with stuff. We're gonna put the stuff in the thing, and then it's gonna whiz bang it, and it's gonna take it up, and you're gonna give it a little shot there. Okay, so let's work from here. This will be the start. Maybe one more. Oh, I see light. Matthew McConaughey. Alright, so let's get our we'll get our chemical oxidizer over here. So maybe we have to do it here, because I want to leave some space in the back. Alright, so that'll go like that. Okay, cool. Alright, chemical oxidizer. Right there. Alright, so that is made with the dynamic tank, a personal chest, and a chemical tank. Ouch, hold on. Oh. What's my aim for production rate? Did you already build a reactor? What's the max rate? Okay, I have Fashneck. I've not built it yet. So what I'm going to do is just let this thing roll. I'm going to get it going. That way I'm making plenty of fissile fuel before I actually get the reactor built. So I'm just going to like store it into a tank for now. And I know it's going to it's going to suck up that fissile fuel like quick. But I'll probably do like a little breeder one, you know, to start. And I mean, like honestly, like you don't have to have a huge one in this. But dynamic tank. Boom. And personal chest. Steel. Steel, that, and glass. Oh, and 2 of these. But yeah, I'm going to, I'll end up working on it, tweaking it as I go. Do I need a chemical tank? Okay, I need the personal chest, some glass, some glass. Look at how handy that was. It's going to be filled up in just a second. Potato. You started tiny. Like the last reactor I had going, I think I had like 30 millibuckets per tick. Or no, 27 millibuckets per tick, and it was holding steady. And I could keep up with the production on that. Shaman? I say shaman. Is it shaman? Even though I'm from the Midwest and we generally pronounce our A's long, like, or hard, you know, like A. But I would say shaman. Dudes. Okay, we should have a bunch of iron now. So I'm going to do... Oh, never mind. I don't need to just yet. Do I have better PvP here? I don't need PvP. Since I play single player. Okay, so that's our input, right? Or is that our output? That should be our input. That should be where our power comes from. Or maybe our power just feeds it from below. Alright, so we'll do... You just keep it going to get antimatter? Yeah, I ended up getting it because I got tired of just moving the digital miner around before. So I ended up getting productive bees and then getting a butt ton of radioactive bees to make my uranium. Then get the supercritical phase shifter going. Alright, so for now, I guess, I just want to do it Barney. Do it nice and simple. More overlays, I believe it's called. So that goes in there. That becomes that, right? So then that's going to come out. As sulfur dioxide. So we need to make sulfur dioxide go into a chemical infuser, and then also we need to make oxygen. So I'm using oxygen over here. Like, do I need all that oxygen? We're using hydrogen far more than we're using oxygen, because oxygen's coming out that side, going over here, and going into that. And that's the only thing we're using oxygen. So I'm just going to steal oxygen from this and bring it over, because there's no sense in me making another electrolytic separator. Agreed? I need your approval. I need you guys' approval. Do you guys agree with that? So wait a second. Oh, that's chlorine and hydrogen chloride. What is... Okay, yeah, hydrogen chloride. Okay, I was like, man, that's coming out of the machine I was just looking at. How is that possible? What's up, Simplet? How should I drain the energy created by a fission reactor at this point? I have a few terajoules stored and I don't want to just keep building power cells. That's the problem I ran into, Fashneck. That's like the main reason I had stuff exploding on me last time, is because I was trying to screw around with my power, and then I ended up putting some power cables going from my input to my output of my induction coil. And I blew everything up. But supercritical phase shifter is a good one, because that can take a ton of power. I would suggest that as a good starting point. But yeah, I don't know if there's actually a way to, like, void. So then we'll get it there. Uh-oh. I was on the wrong one. None. Normal. Normal. Alright, we're passing that one. Passing that one. Okay, now we gotta hit that there. None. We're gonna skip that, and then we'll just pop that through here. Bring some oxygen over. You can't make enough polonium. That's another issue. Yeah, it's a little heavy on the power gen. However, you know what I did with my unless you want it to keep going and creating the nuclear waste, I did a comparator from my induction matrix, and then had it go over into a toggle switch, and then it would switch the fission reactor on and off. So if that got to a certain point, basically if it got filled, it would shut it off until it got down to, I don't know, 70%. And then at 70%, it would turn it back on automatically. So as I used power, but see, that didn't work very well for trying to create nuclear waste. So it's like there's that problem where it's like you have all this power, but you can't really do anything with it because there's nothing really in Mekanism right now other than the phase shifter that just sucks up a ton of power. And then I was like, all right, cool. So we're doing that. So then I started making like the gigafactory of RT fuel or DT fuel. Right, but anyway, pressurized cells or pressurized tubes. And I'm gonna need to make some more steel. What do we need? 16. I'm so used to it being at the end. Alright, so we are going to need some more steel. Because I don't want to use all that, but we'll make like 4 of those. So let's follow that around. So that's going here. Now I can do... Alright, so let's make the next machine. So we get the sulfur. And then we go through that, and then we go through that. So now we need the chemical infuser. Okay, that's pretty simple. Well, I'm so used to not having a roof on this place. Alright, so the tanks are just osmium and redstone. Alright, chemical infuser's done. Alright, let's see how that looks. Okay, so we got a couple spots there. So this is going to be my output in the middle without having to change anything. And then what does it show? Oxygen on the left. That is output. Let's bump that back then. No, it's output. We'll go like that. No. No. Yeah. Output here. We'll input. Okay, so that goes. Alright, and power. Yeah, I'm sure you could do some like logic circuit to do that for you. Like automatically. Alright, so now we need to make some universal cables. Whoa, what's this? Looks like I forgot to break some stuff. universal cables. Come and get me. Okay. Alright, where are these getting their power from back there? You think your fission's too small to power everything alone? Alright, there's the power. What does that go into? Oh, it's just set up funky. Alright, so that's getting power there. We've got sulfur trioxide. What's up, Andrew? It is about to be reactor time. Okay, sulfur trioxide. And the uses for that is now we need to go into a chemical infuser again. Alright, let's see if I remember. Alright, we're going to need some osmium. Like that. Missing some steel. Need to flip that back over. 2 is good. Okay, another chemical infuser. Okay, so let's see. It's going to come out of here. We're going to have to configure this one to be a none. None. Okay. And then this chemical infuser, so here. Oh. The uses of that. So we now have dioxide, right? And then we took the dioxide and changed it into trioxide, and now we have to take the trioxide and turn that and water vapor into sulfuric acid, which now we need to just take water and go into decondenstrating. Rho decondenstrator. The fissile fuel and deuterium are definitely for different reactors. One's fission and one's fusion. How do we know the injection rate that we inject for fissile fuel or deuterium? The injection rate for fissile fuel is configurable within the reactor. It is on the config screen. You just type it in, like per millibucket. And you kind of just want to play with your numbers and that. And make sure your coolant is definitely enough. So what do we got to do here? A tank. One of those tanks. Basic fluid tank. Let's grab another bit of osmium here. Actually, I probably have enough. Okay, let's do another chemical tank. And now we need to make the energy tablet. Oh. Alright, now the water vapor. We have to get water over here. Or maybe I'll do this over here and then just send the water vapor back over. So we've got water right there. So let's see if we have it going in. I don't want it to look like really bad, but alright, so we can get that there. Hey, let's put it up here. Am I on the wrong side for that? There we go. There we go. So it's making water vapor here. And now we have to take pressurized tubes and bring those over now. There's like so many pressurized tubes. Alright, so let's figure out this. How we're going to place this and where we're going to bring stuff in. So if we have water vapor on the right, sulfur trioxide on the left, we could set it just like that. Have our output out the front, water vapor right here. Power right there. And water vapor. Maybe we'll drop the water vapor down. This is going to be such a beautiful mess. Oh, gosh. Guys, this is going to be so good. Your deuterium tubes are emptying a bit. I think I'm producing more. I don't understand. Alright, so pressurized tubes. It's going to go here. Alright, time to make some more. Time to make the donuts. Is anybody old enough to remember those commercials? Time to make the donuts. Yeah, you remember that, Ron? Ronger. Alright, some pressurized tubes. Oh my god. I was about... had to have been 3 or 4, maybe, when that came out. My grandparents took me to Burger King. Because the Where's the Beef was a Wendy's commercial. My grandparents took me to a Burger King. And I remember getting the Burger King little paper crown. And we ordered our food and sat down. And I was like, where's the beef? And my grandparents were obviously pretty embarrassed because I screamed it throughout the Burger King. We used to have one of those VCR games where you would like play a thing and then pause it, called like Commercial Crazies or something like that. Sulfur trioxide. Is this not working? Trioxide and water vapor. Maybe I need more sulfur trioxide? Huh? Ooh! I screwed up, didn't I? I screwed up. Water vapor. Chemical infuser. Oh, it's not powered. Dirt. Let's go universal cable. Let's just break that. Alright, now we have power. Okay, so now we have sulfuric acid. The uses of the sulfuric acid need to go in a chemical dissolution chamber. Or we could put it in a concentrating thing and make sulfuric acid into sulfuric acid. Sounds about right, right? So sulfuric acid in a chemical okay. Right there. And that's going to be a tricky one. That one's going to require some materials. Alright, so refined obsidian ingots. Let's just waste 4 of these diamonds. Yeah, it's a lot of upgraded pumps to do that. And you got to do the filter, right, for the heavy water. Alright, so now we've got 16 of these. And then we need to get some refined obsidian dust. Or not that, really. Where's the enriched obsidian? Right there. That's just... Okay, diamond and obsidian dust. Right, obsidian dust in the enrichment chamber. Let's go get some obsidian. Honestly, because I don't think I have any. I have not been taking my voice classes. That last time you were talking about it, Anik, I did pop on YouTube, and there's a British guy talking about how to do it, and he's like, use the muscle in your chest to kind of like relax your voice. Like, use the one that kind of like makes you, when you throw up, you go, huh, you know, like that muscle that right there. He's like, now feel that muscle and like relax it. He's like, and relax that voice and just talk and see how low you can get your voice when you relax that, you know, without pushing your voice to be low. Just relax that muscle in your chest to try to get that deeper and resonating kind of voice when you're speaking. I was like, that's a pretty good tip. It kind of worked. There we go. There is a lot. It's kind of interesting, though, because he was talking like, you know, when you wake up in the morning, your voice is generally a bit deeper. Just because when you wake up in the morning, you're more relaxed, you know, so your voice is like a muscle, you know. Well, we just lost a bunch. I need my mecha suit with my sweet, Okay, we got 31 that time. Alright, thanks everybody for the likes, and if you haven't liked it already, go ahead and hit that like button on the video. And also, there are, if you push N, it will have the built-in radio, or you can shift and do it. Alright, so this needs to go in the enrichment chamber. I don't think I'm going to do all 16 though. So we need to blend this with diamond. What was that? Did you guys see that? What was that? Oh, wow. Like you can put... Or is that just creative? The tank with the enriched diamond in it? The tank with diamond? That's crazy. Yeah, that's a huge thing that I noticed, Anik. The quality of the microphone. Like I've got a Audio Technica. I'm not even sure what the numbers are, but it's a pretty decent one. And you know, it's the XLR, so it's not USB, and it actually goes into a mixer, so I can change some of the levels on the mixer. Like I think this one's. Like I could pump up the bass a little bit, or I could turn it down just some, right about there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I did notice a huge difference in the quality of my voice when I switched from my like Blue Yeti to this. I was like, oh my god, it's like a world of difference. Yeah, the ones you hear in radios are condenser. You know, the cardioid or whatever. Oh, did I screw that up? No, I've got atomic alloys. All right, cool. So let's go. A couple of these. Couple of these. Couple of those. Then we need to cook some of that stuff up. So I needed 4 of these cooked. Or not cooked, but I need to put them in the osmium compressor. Oh, I don't have that upgraded at all. I guess I don't really use this at all anyway. So not having that upgraded doesn't really hurt anything. Three tank of strands for 1 lithium with the same setup. Yeah, upgrade that brine, and make sure you have either, like, I don't have solars on this because I have a the resistive heater down here, so on your brine tanks. So make sure you have a heater on there, that way it can produce brine even throughout the night. That's a pretty important thing as well. Alright, where are we sitting here for this? Alright, I need 2 more of these. And we just need the steel casing. Alright, chemical dissolution chamber is done. Alright, so we have an output coming out here. I don't want that to hook up on accident. Alright, so maybe we do that. So that's going to be sulfuric acid. We want to make sure that's set to none. Hook that up to there. And then we have to get our fluorite bin. So the fluorite bin will go right there. There we go. Is there something I'm missing here? Okay, well, let's see. Huh, I thought like the big one was a different side. Alright, so we've got that now. So I need some more universal cables. Nope, I've got 2. I might be able to get this one powered. Alright, so now we've got hydrofluoric acid. Alright, now we can take the hydrofluoric acid, mix it with uranium oxide, and make uranium hexafluoride. So now we're here. Now we need to start working on uranium oxide. So that's really easy. There's what, 3 machines, I think? Chemical oxidizer, enrichment chamber. Yeah, enrichment chamber. Easy enough. We're just going to use scraps for this one. Find nuggets and stuff. Alright, so now we've got the enrichment chamber. Actually, I'm going to work from the back side. That way we can do it all in the right space here. But this looks a hell of a lot neater than the last time I did it. Alright, so that's going to go into a chemical infuser. so we've got the chemical infuser. And that's going to go into this. Or out. Right there. Yeah, hydrofluoric acid. Okay. So now the hydrofluoric acid. We need a chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer. Okay, that's the dynamic tank one. So I need a bucket. Need some steel. I need a chest. I need another chest. What is that? Oh, smoker. Alright, so the personal chest here. And chemical tank. Need some osmium. And there we go. Chemical oxidizer. Alright, so that's going to take the... Oh, actually, before we do that... Basic universal cable. Wait, how does that decide to work? If I place it like that, that's that. So on this is an input, that's an output. No, that's the input, that's the output. Alright, so then the enrichment chamber just goes there, right? Does that look right? I think so. So let's go whip up uranium that I've been saving. And I hardly have any. Just to make sure. I feel like I probably will need to upgrade and put another pump there or something. Alright, so that's going. I wouldn't mind working on the 5 times ore generation because I did not do that in the last playthrough. We stopped at 4. Alright, no upgrades yet. It's going to be slow. That goes to there. Oops. Auto eject. Oops. Side config. Makes the uranium oxide. Uranium hexafluoride. Alright, now that we have the uranium hexafluoride, we need the isotopic centrifuge. Ultimate control circuits. Sodium? Yeah. I will use sodium. That's something else I need to start making. Well, that's what I've been saving, actually. Look at that. I've been saving it. All the sodium. Just for this. Since this has been running, I've had it separating anyway to do the 4 times. So I've been saving up the sodium. Isotopic centrifuge. That is just lead and the ultimate control circuits. Ultimate, ultimate, ultimate. How many of these do I need? Oops. Am I all out? I think I am. Bye, Marty. Tomorrow another stream or G Club only? Tomorrow is Friday. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be back on Saturday for a G Club stream. So basically, here's how it goes. I've got the G Club stream. So if you're a member of the stream, you can join in, or the member of the G Club, you can join in on the Saturday streams, and you can play on the Vintage Story server that I've got. Saturdays, I don't have a whole ton of people that have joined the G Club. I think we've got 14 people. If I stream and there's like one person watching, I'll switch it open to an open stream, so then everybody can watch. So if you're like, oh, I hope no one shows up to your stream, well, then I will be streaming for all the peoples. Alright, you need a couple more atomic alloys. Oh, can't put that in the sawmill. Oh, that's not enough, is it? No, I need 2 more. Thanks, Anik. Appreciate it. Oops. Why did I do that? Just wasted some... Alright, we good? We just need lead. You automate it with refined storage, but you need it everywhere. What do you need everywhere? Alright, Anik. Have a good one, dude. Alright, so now we've got the isotopic centrifuge. And that needs to be... I mean, it doesn't need to be... But we're going to slap that right there. It looks like I've got a spawn egg in my hand. Look at that thing. Output is on the right. Wait, how did I put that? It said input on the front, output on the right. But there's nothing in it. Oh, gases. Output on the front. There we go. Alright, so we've got the fissile fuel. So now we're making some fissile fuel. So now what I need to do is start processing my uranium. And we need to set up our... How about we do this? We'll go over here. And I'm going to grab this. Ooh. Something got mixed up. So that does this, that goes to flint, that goes to that goes to gunpowder. Yeah, that should not have done that. Alright, so where were we? I've got the bin. Oh, so we can take our bin and put it... right there. We can turn that on. It's going to start making that. We'll get some logistics pipes all the way down. Alright, there we go. Sulfur production. And there we go. Alright, so that's making all the stuff. That's full. That's about to be full. I'm not sure how much it takes or how much it uses to make it. Automate circuit production. Yeah, that's something I've done before. That would be a fun one to automate. Alright, so that's full. Once that fills up, then that'll stop. So on and so forth. Alright, cool. So that's pretty good. What's up, Director Northmore? Now I can get the rest of this stuff going. I still don't really want to get my uranium going right now. Even though I want to be like processing a whole bunch of fissile fuel. But you know what else we can do too is do a dynamic tank and store up a whole bunch of fuel, fissile fuel. Alright, we got a bed for our dude. The village, this village holds a nasty secret. I should disguise my house too as like a regular old village house. They're like, not in my backyard with nuclear power. How about inside my house? That can go away. That can go away. I gotta reset everything here of my mess. Marble. There we go. Yes. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Slime balls. Guess what we can do now? We can make processor binding. Let's try this. Okay, guys. Disclaimer. Henceforth, in moving forward, I have never done refined storage. It's my dirty little secret. Never done refined storage. So we first have to start with the controller, right? You know, Fashneck, I like AE2. I've always done AE2. Last time I went to do AE2, I hated it because I could not find any of my stuff, any of my processors. Or my stamps, what the hell they're called, my plates. Okay, so we've got silicon. Controller. We need a diamond and redstone. Oh, and we get 8 of those. That's kind of cool. Okay, this, which we need to cook. Cooked it. This. Now we need to make quartz enriched iron. And now we have a controller. Nope. Machine casing. Okay, so now we need to make 2 of those. And we need some stone. And there we go. We have a controller. The meteor compass did not help me, no. Like, I found a lot of the same ones over and over, but I think there's, like, the engineering press I could not find. But yeah, I was having a rough time. Plus, I was playing in a pack that didn't have flight last time I did it, though. So it kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. I was like, son of a gun! Okay, so I've got this. I've got to give it power, right? So this can be something that's hidden. So let's say we put this here. And then we just grab some... How about we make some... basic universal cables. Alright, so now we've got power, right? So then there's these cables. Cables take that. I'm running out of nether quartz. I gotta make a trade again soon. Running out of redstone. Let's make one of these recipes. How about we make 2 recipes? And we have 24 of these. Okay. I don't really have a good spot to bring that up over there, because my logistic pipes are in the way. What about the other side? No. Stuff in the way. Okay, what's up there? The furnace. We'll bring these up that way. Because I don't really need the furnace anymore. Ooh, that's getting filled too. We're gonna have to start making some plastic here. Alright, so now that's connected. 18 cables connected. I can bring that up. Alright, so what would be the next thing I do? It's like the screen, right? What is it called in this? It's a deconstructor. Can I use that as a cobble gen? Oh, it's not like a panel, is it? It's an actual block? Crafting grid? Crafting monitor? No. Pattern grid? Crafting grid. Oh, actually, I probably need a drive storage, right? Disk drive. Another advanced processor. Another diamond. No way. Okay. And a chest. This drive done, and I guess the 1K storage drive is probably the smallest I can do. So I can hook this up like that, right? Shows the disk drive connected. That can go there. You just hear it clicking. Okay, so then to see, or to add stuff into my thing, just the plain old grid, right? Okay, so we've got the casing. Now we need to make a construction core. Glowstone dust. Oh, I guess I do need to go to the... I do need to go to the nether. Haven't needed to use glowstone on anything yet. killing witches or anything. Haven't killed a witch. Crafting grid. You wouldn't be able to craft with just a grid? Okay. I need to find a house that it's gonna fit right in. That's the same size house, isn't it? It's the same size house. Actually, this would be kind of cool. This little random island out here. Oops. Alright, let's go grab some glowstone. Let's see what's in the nether. Ooh, the noises, the sounds. Aww. Okay. I need gold stuff, don't I? Oh, dude. Okay, I got no pants on. Let's just roll into the nether with no pants. Man, these dudes got some HP. Okay. We're not here for this. This is not what we are here for. Oh, and this one's got a crossbow. It does look so pretty here, though. Look at all the color and variation in the nether now. There we go. The mecha tool and the mecha suit. Oh my god, yes. It's so good. Alright, where's the dude with... Oh, he's gonna be right out there, isn't he? He probably walked right through this. Okie dokie. I got a little bit of glowstone. Okay, so to make the crafting grid, we need to first make the grid. Okay, so where are we here with this? We need the construction core, basic processor, raw basic processor. That. Let's make that. I'm sure I'm going to need a few more of these. So the grid, construction core, got that. Okay. Now we need the improved processor, which we need a piece of gold for. Cook it. Okay, so now we have those two. We just need the destruction core, which is another basic processor. And we need the another improved processor. So another piece of gold. We can cook that one and that one. Alright, so we've got the grid. So now the crafting grid is an advanced processor, which we need a diamond for. What's up, regular shrimp? Welcome to the stream. Crafting grid. And now we just need a crafting table. And the crafting grid. So I can put stuff in it. Alright, good. So the 1K is 242 of 1,000 items. Now, does it matter types? Alright, like all this junk. That can go away. So what do we got here? They can come back out. Alright, so the middle two. All that stuff can go. Very good. Types don't matter in refined storage. Nice. Just the size. So we got that's halfway full now. Maybe I'll put like this stuff in there. Ooh, is that it? Are we full? Probably because I had a lot of stacks. Yep. Alright, so now we can craft stuff though, right? I probably don't have the right stuff to make this, but I need silicon. We just need to cook quartz. So will it pull out of my inventory and... Nice. Okay, that's good. That's cool. I like it. Mechanism, Astral, and Refined. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be a cool pack. Alright, so we can get rid of the Tower of Chests. Like, all that stuff can go away now. What do we got here? Maybe I'll start putting, like, my mod mechanism stuff in there. Like my iron or my metals. I should probably break them down. Because now my space is a different type of space that I need to worry about. Alright, so let's make, what's the 4K? 4K is a bit different. Alright, let's slap that in there. You like to stress over your channels? What do you mean by stress over your channels? Yeah, we're not gonna fit all that crap in there. Yep, it's full already. Look at all the tin. Oh, blocks of coal. 54. Blocks of charcoal. Alright, cool. Well, we've got our fissile fuel factory going. I do kind of want to wait a little bit on doing that. We'll build a dynamic tank to start storing all our fissile fuel. And then also, I think before I actually get this thing into more production, where it's like, where are we now? Making stuff. Before I get it into full production, I really would like to get the 5 ore generation going. Just because I want to make every little bit of uranium ore that I get going in here, like, count. You know what I mean? Like, 1 stack is a lot more than 5 stacks is a lot more than 4 stacks. So I'd really like to maximize any of this uranium before I even, like, smelt any down. And then, you know, I think that would be kind of sweet. But I know it's a heck of a setup to get the 5 ore generation going. But let's take a look. What is it? So, iron ore. We have to go to the chemical dissolution chamber, right? We make, that's one machine that turns that from sulfuric acid. However, we have sulfuric acid, so that might not be too bad. We go to the dirty iron slurry, and then we mix that with water. Okay, so that's 2 machines, the chemical washer. We get clean iron slurry. We go into the chemical crystallizer. That's 3 machines, right? And then we get our iron crystal. and then we do that. So we've already got this being made, sulfuric acid. We're already like most of the way there. But anyway, guys, this is not a this is my selection. It's basically exactly what Andrew said. We've got Mekanism, productive bees, refined storage. That's about it. Everything else, we've got a mini map, we've got NEI, we've got, actually I think I've even got iron chests in here. Yeah, and I haven't even been using them. So that's one that's kind of wasted. But there's not really a lot of mods. It's just, you know, I like simple packs. I think simple packs are a lot of fun. The one probe. Quark. Quark's a big mod. Quark's in here. What else? Is there really anything else? I don't think so. No, not really. Connected glass. Biomes aplenty. Yeah, that's about it, my friends. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Love your faces. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. And have a great Friday. And great, if I don't see you, have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll be back on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll probably be, next week I might switch it up. This week I did 2 Mekanism, 1 Vintage Story. Maybe next week I'll switch it up and do 2 Vintage Story, 1 Mekanism. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But yeah, come in here Monday. Check out the stream. Make sure you're following. Make sure the alert button is lit up, the little bell. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace out, everyone.